Okay, what I discovered about my original problem with the back feeding through the work clamp was this power lead for the machine had broken near the plug end, and it started sparking when I moved stuff around. It made it easy to find. As soon as I unplugged this, the voltage issue went away. I've plugged it back in. Apparently the voltage issue is back, but just to show everybody what's going on, I'm going to run it through a test cut. Tables set at 0, 0, 0 over here. I've got my little piece that I've been trying to cut all week sitting there ready to go. I'll replace the power cord with another computer cord that I had in the house. I'm just going to go right now. If it runs, it'll make a fool out of me. Well, it moved, but it didn't fire. So, just for giggles and shits, let's move up. And let's turn the torch on. Yeah, so it fires. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see it again. Right? So it fires. Let's give it another shot. We'll run it one more time. No way. Won't go. I don't like the max velocity being way up there at 100, but bring that down. Jog, feed, override. Everything seems to be working okay here. But I'm sure if I take this ground clamp off and set it over here on this chair. And I talked to the guy at Thermal Dynamics, and he was telling me there shouldn't be current coming out of this work clamp. Well, that's lower than usual. Nope, there it is. 10 volts. 10 volts coming to the table. So before I was getting 25 volts when I had the bad cord, and that may have just been the way that the cord was hanging, because I was getting 100 volts before. This is DC volts. So I'm getting about 10 volts in there. Alright, so if I turn the plasma cutter off, let's see what happens. Maybe it's the plasma cutter, right? That's what I was thinking. So turn the plasma cutter off, and we look. Dude, we're still getting 10 volts. So it's not coming from the plasma cutter, it's coming from somewhere else. Let's just make sure it's not the plasma cutter. Let's unplug it from power. I'm going to set you down for 1 sec. Plasma cutter is unplugged from power. Look again. Some of it was coming, no. We're still getting about 10 volts if I get in there. If I get it right, yeah, we get 10 volts if I press in hard. So we're still getting 10 volts from somewhere. Let's unplug this. That's the torch height control. Unplug that. Let's see what we get then. Dude, we're still getting 10 volts. Still getting 10 volts. Where's that voltage coming from? Turn the power off. To the machine. Come and look. Still getting 10 volts. And it's like a solid number, 10 volts, right? Let's unplug this little guy. Less than a volt. It's coming from that little guy. It's coming from the board. on the torch hike, whatever that board is called, the bob, U-bob or something like that. It's probably coming from that U-bob, because I guarantee you if I turn this power switch off, and kill every ounce of power going to this table, I'm still going to get like a residual less than a volt. Which I don't know if I'd got it if I touched it to this. Would I get a volt? Yeah, I'd get about a volt if I go to some separate piece of machinery. So that's just like some kind of ambient current that's in the air. That is telling me it's in the U-bob. So that loose cord in there may have burned up that U-bob. I'm not sure exactly what part in there it burned up. Maybe the U-bob, maybe something else. But that's that's what I'm working on. So I'm gonna have to call CNC tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. I'm gonna have to post up because they're usually pretty good about answering their tech support questions on the internet, on their forum. They have their own forum for tech support, which is cool. So I'll post that up tomorrow or tonight, and then see what they say, and I'll post this video to them so that they know what I've gone through with it, and I'm sure they'll give me a solution of some sort. It's not really their fault that the cord broke in there. I could have tripped over it or anything could have happened. It's not really their fault, but that's probably what, a combination of that, or maybe the I don't know. There's no way that cord melted. I'll take a look at it. It looked like it frayed at the end, like maybe it just fatigued and snapped. I don't have it at hand right this second, but yeah, it happens. We'll get it fixed. At least I have an idea where we're going with it, man. That's the cool part about it. I was super excited it was going to work about 30 minutes ago, and then I ran into this. But cool. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.